Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Tuesday, the 18th day of May. It's National HIV Vaccine Awareness Day. I remember when that was a brand new thing. Remember that? Back when AIDS and HIV was a new thing?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
That was back in the 80s, kids. National Visit Your Relatives Day, National No Dirty Dishes Day, and National Cheese Souffle Day. Boy, that sounds good. No Dirty Dishes Day. Seems like we'll get everything all clean, and then
I know.
You'll turn around and like,
same thing with laundry.
Where did this glass come from?
Yeah.
Like, I might have had that. It is a Tuesday. That means we have Tuesdays with Charlie coming up. We're going to have Charlie in studio once again. Funny, he keeps saying he's never coming back. And
he keeps coming back.
He kind of just keeps hanging with us. We're trying to convince him to move here. He is a stubborn old dog, though.
Oh, yes, he is.
He don't want to move here. We're gonna see if we can make it happen, though. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. And here's the thing. I usually have multiple studies. Two things now. I have just one study. And secondly, I don't even know if I want to read this study, but I'm going to. University of Miami scientists have, for the first time ever, discovered traces of COVID-19 in penile tissue in men. Well, of course, because you wouldn't find it in penile tissue anywhere else. So anyway, researchers theorize widespread blood vessel dysfunction caused by COVID-19 could contribute to erectile dysfunction in the future. So they're saying, if there was any doubt that you did not want to have COVID in the past, now there's one more reason.
Wow.
People going, I'll wear a mask, I'll get vaccinated, whatever I have to do. Don't do that. I do have a link to this story, by the way, if you want to read all of the details. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is Your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A heated argument regarding Tom Brady triggered a series of violent confrontations that ended up putting one man behind bars. Police say after a day of drinking, 33-year-old Brian Poulter and his friends were heading to a different house, and they had an argument about Mr. Brady, Tom Brady. And enraged, according to the arrest affidavit, doesn't describe what else happened other than a heated argument, turned into a giant brawl with one man punching another man in the face. And the puncher, Mr. Poulter, got himself arrested.
Well, that's just taking sports a little too seriously.
Became combative with the man's wife as well, shoved the pal's wife and his own spouse. Again, it was after a day of drinking, so there was a whole lot of drinking involved, or he probably wouldn't have done any of that, but it's a bad idea. You don't do that ever, ever, ever. But that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com. Oprah and Prince Harry are teaming up for a documentary series on mental health.
Really? That's just super.
That ought to be interesting. Tom Cruise, speaking of mental health, sent 3 Golden Globe trophies back to the headquarters of the Hollywood Foreign Press in what appears to be an act to reject their praise and separate himself from the organization. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. And Bryan Cranston, remember Breaking Bad, Malcolm in the Middle, many other things, a ton of great movies. He made a little quick work of selling his 2,450 square foot California beach house, $5.45 million. Let's put it on the market. His asking price was $4.95 million, and he ended up selling it for more.
Wow. Good
So
for him.
it was right on the beach, and there were a lot of folks that wanted it. So
He is so talented.
he is a very talented dude. That is, and let me see. I think it says the site was built in the 1940s. He bought it in 2007 for $2.5 million. Sold it for $5.4
so he
million.
did very well.
Yeah, but he also did a huge upgrade to stuff. So that's probably why. That is Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of RadioSavings.com. A Chinese man who was supposedly hacked to death in a fight 10 years ago. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 10 years ago. Came moseying back into his hometown. Yeah. The man who supposedly killed him has been in prison for 10 years.
Oh, my God.
And he even confessed to killing him in a hatchet fight. But the other man apparently killed someone else, or
Oh,
I
my
don't exactly know
gosh.
what happened. But this dude came back to his village because he needed money. So all of a sudden he just showed up. They're like, wait a minute. Weren't you hacked to death with
Oh,
a
my
hatchet?
gosh.
Very bizarre. Switzerland has a series of laws in place to protect animals, but a very peculiar piece of legislation related to guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are social creatures who need interaction with the species in order to be happy. So they made it illegal to own just one guinea pig.
Oh.
It's animal abuse. The furry hamster-like pet is very attracted to their owners and partners, so when something does happen to their cage mate, they have to immediately find another cage mate. Otherwise, they can get charged with not having enough guinea pigs.
Alrighty.
And to make restaurants seem more busy during social distancing, a place called The Inn in Virginia was using mannequins. So they had actually set up a bunch of well-dressed mannequins throughout their dining room. And it's made the people who go there, a lot of people think it's really cool. They're like, oh, this looks really, really neat. And there's one, the restaurant chef says, I've always had a thing for mannequins. They never complain about anything, and you can have a lot of fun dressing them up. So, okay. Peta has named a rescue cow after Kim Kardashian to honor her no-meat diet. So, congrats, Kim. Is that an honor to have a cow named after you? I don't know if that's maybe it is. And a bizarre story out of Texas. A teacher's aide has formerly been sentenced to 4 years. Again, another young female, having a very inappropriate relationship, this time with multiple students. So we've had so many of these stories lately. I just don't understand what's going on. But that is your scoop of the day. Comes your way courtesy of RadioSavings.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
And once again, no phone needed. He's right here in person, Mr. Charlie Nelson. How you doing, sir?
I'm saving you a ton of money on phone calls.
Yeah, well, I think they're all free, but you're still. It's more fun to see you in person anyway.
Okay.
You got some good stuff for us over there?
Well, I got some great stuff for you.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, you good at math?
Not really.
Okay, if you multiply 1,089 times 9, you get the exact reverse, 9801.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Don't do that in your head, though. You're going to need more than that. I've seen you try to figure.
Yeah, we just did an escape room together, and really none of us have really very impressive math skills.
Yeah, 3 generations in an escape room. And if it weren't for that third generation, we would probably all still be there. They'd come in and find Well, if the kids weren't there, there'd be 4 of us. So they'd find 4 skeletons. Bad.
I'd still be there for the rest of my life. If I had to do it by myself.
Yeah.
Hey, then March 3rd is what if cats and dogs had what the March 3rd is what if cats and dogs had opposable thumb day?
Oh, opposable thumbs. What if cats and dogs had thumbs so they could like open doors
There's a
and
day
stuff?
for that?
March 3rd.
Oh, wow.
All
Had we
righty.
missed it. We could have had a party.
Oh, we could have. Would have been off the hook.
Boy, that was stupid too, wasn't it? Hey, then, August 21st is Senior Citizens Day.
Okay.
So I respect a little.
Yeah. We'll give you some respect that day.
You better.
Just that day.
But
I think we should respect our senior citizens every
You
day.
should do more than that.
Yes.
'Cause I'm a senior citizen.
I know.
Hey, then, you know that both Motel 6 and Motel 8 got their names from the original price of the rooms.
Yeah.
I remember
Super
$6. Think about that. $6 for a room.
Yeah. It's
Really?
Super 8, not Motel 8, but Super 8. Yeah, it used to be $8.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, back when they started, think about that. It was a long time ago.
Oh, it must have been a real long time ago. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, a little more than that because Motel 8 was $8.88. So they lied.
Oh, see, false advertising.
That's how they get you, Charlie.
Sure. Hey, what's that other extra 88 cents in there
That's
for?
exactly right.
So we can
It's a convenience fee.
and so we can turn the
It's
heat
in
on.
case you have room service.
I'm going back to Motel 6.
So was theirs just 6 or was it 666?
That's,
Oh, you don't want
they
666.
don't say that.
All right.
Okay. The loudness of a monkey, you know, they screech a lot,
Yeah.
You do, yeah.
is relative to the size of its testicles.
No kidding.
Really?
The smaller the testicle, the louder the monkey.
No kidding? So it doesn't go the other way.
Huh.
I got robbed. How come you got little testicles?
I'm going to pay attention next time I'm at the zoo.
Now she's going to want to go to the zoo, Charlie.
Now I want to
Thanks.
go watch the monkeys.
Me too.
Yeah.
We're going, right after this, we're going to
Is that all you got for me today?
That's enough for today.
That is
isn't it?
plenty, yeah. So have you ever heard of the Rubik's Cube?
Yes.
So it was designed by a guy named Erno Rubik, E-R-N-O Rubik. How long did it take for him, the inventor, to solve the first Rubik's Cube when he very first created it? Any idea?
I have
never
no
did.
idea.
No, he did.
Oh, he did? He faked it.
No.
You
no,
took the stickers off.
No, that's how we did it as kids. I don't think you can do that anymore. Any idea? How long do you suppose it
How
took
long?
him?
A week.
No, we talking, in all fairness, a day or
than
hours? Oh, more.
Yeah.
A week.
More than that.
A month.
A month. Charlie got it.
Ah, nice.
It took Erno Rubik 1 month to solve the cube after he created it. In June of 2018, the world record was set at 4.22 seconds. Somebody can solve the puzzle in 4.22 seconds.
How can you even turn all them little things that quick?
They're
I
just
know.
good, man. They can do it.
Wow.
So there you go. All right. That is a pretty fun little thing. Charlie, thanks for coming in. We'll see you next week, man.
I didn't come in. I was already here.
Yeah, he's been
We
kind of
never let him leave.
kidnapped. You keep saying you're going to leave, but I don't think you're going to. I think you're going to keep just staying.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Talk to you next week, Charlie.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. A fun little thing we do every week just because we can. It's called
Tuesdays with Charlie. Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Redheads are not going extinct. There's a rumor flying around on the internet saying that redheads will be extinct by the year 2060. Well, that's not true. It's a myth. Now, here's where people get confused. It is true that the gene that causes red hair is recessive, and that means both parents must have that gene for their child to have red hair. However, even non-redhead parents can have a red-haired child as long as they both have the gene. Even if it's a recessive gene, it's still there. So every once in a while, you'll have somebody with red hair just pop up, maybe even 2, 3, 4 generations down the line. But not going extinct. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Romania. Dracula's castle in Romania is now offering tourists COVID-19 vaccines. So they're going, hey, we got people coming here.
Really?
Might as well use this as a destination and a location. So it's funny, online somebody said, when they do it, do they give you the shot like in the arm, or do you have like 2 needles in the neck? So the answer is still a shot in the arm, just in case you were wondering. This is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. 15-year-old boy is facing charges after he shot a man in the tuchus during an incident. According to an arrest report, deputies were called to investigate a noise complaint. They heard multiple gunshots from a parking lot. Residents were frustrated to learn about the violence. A couple of years ago, the only thing we had to worry about were shoes and shirts when we walked into the village. Now, we have to think about something like this. That's not where we want to go, said a longtime resident. Deputies say the shooter, described as a male in a white shirt and red jogging pants, ran away from the scene before they could find him. Deputies said they found shell casings from a 9mm Glock handgun. I don't know how they know that it was from a Glock just from the shell casings, because I don't think you can tell from that.
Maybe you can tell by the rub.
Anyway, they later found a teen matching the description. He was arrested on charges of aggravated battery and use of a deadly weapon and loitering and prowling. So, a lot of stuff going on in that story.
That is a
right
lot
there.
of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by RadioSavings.com. A Florida felon allegedly stalked a man by taking his iPhone and attaching it under the guy's car so he could use his own smartphone's location settings to later track down and rob the man. It's a lot of thought going into this.
Whoa, yeah, it is.
38-year-old Derek Maurice Herlong, accused of spotting his victim shopping for high-end items at the mall. Then he believed the male shopper would be a good target.
Right.
And, he says all kinds of bags from Louis Vuitton and Gucci and all of that. So they went out and they took this cell phone and affixed it under the victim's vehicle before he left the mall. I don't know how they knew which vehicle was his.
Right.
So maybe they were doing that while he was loading stuff. I'm not exactly sure. Later that evening, he was attending a party in a different neighborhood, and that's when 2 masked men forced their way in and robbed the man. So, very bizarre story. Such a weird story. But here's the thing. The same phone that tracked all those moves for you came in really handy as evidence for the police.
Oh, you
So,
betcha.
That's
Just horrible.
Didn't think that one through all the way, did you? It's today's Moment of Duh, brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Heidi, are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Forest Hills, Augusta, Georgia. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
Forest Hills?
Forest Hills, Augusta,
I will say
Georgia.
golf course.
The answer is golf course.
Yeah, there we
Good
go.
job. Heidi got one
Missed
right.
it the other day, but
Yeah, you know what? You're kind of getting back on track here. I think you're You're going to catch on. You're going to do this. This is really tough. By the way, I talked to somebody at home. They said they're right more often than you. So I talked to a
Probably.
person who listens. They said I get it right
not
way more.
too hard.
I get it
right
right
now.
way more than Heidi. They're pounding their chest. They're pretty excited. All right, coming up, we got some good news to get to. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. We watched this movie. It was called The Queen's Gambit. Remember that?
It was a TV series,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
but we did.
I'm
yep.
sorry, yeah. So series. That's what I meant. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
That's why she's here. She corrects me all the time. So we watched
was
the show.
really good.
And it was about a young lady who was in an orphanage, learned to play chess, and then became like a champ when she was just a young whippersnapper. Take a
Yeah.
listen to this. In the real world, homeless chess champion, now a chess master at age 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Tani Adewumbi has gone from being a 7-year-old living in a homeless shelter to a national chess master. This young man's family fled Nigeria in 2007 when their lives were threatened. Eventually, they settled in New York. The family was given temporary housing in a homeless shelter located above a hotel. That is when this young man and his brother enrolled in a public school, and they had a chess club. He wanted to join. When his mother told the coaches they were living in a shelter and they couldn't pay the $330 fee, they said, you know what, that's fine. We'll still let you join.
Aww.
His chess coach has set up a GoFundMe following the boy's win, which got the family into an apartment out of the homeless shelter.
Wow.
Raised more than $250,000.
That is insane.
An anonymous donor offered to pay for the rent on an apartment for a year.
Wow.
And it says this boy is a 5th grader, and he is doing really well in chess. He's emerged at a rating of 2223, making him a national chess master. He said, I want to be the youngest grandmaster. I want to have that when I'm 11 or 12. He's 10 right now.
That's pretty cool.
And you know what? I bet he's going to do it. Many are comparing this young man to the fictitious Queen's Gambit story. And he said, I definitely see myself in that. So
That's
it's
so
really
cool.
neat.
I love that so much.
By the way, there were a lot of people
and if
who
you
bought,
haven't seen that show,
it's
definitely
interesting, yeah.
watch it. It was
A lot
so
of people
good.
who went out and bought chessboards when that was done. I
We
know somebody
are
who did.
one of those families.
How many times we played chess, though?
Not once. We don't know how.
We don't even know how to play.
But it looks cool.
It does look cool. They're like, oh, you a chess player? I'm like, nah.
No.
Nope. See that telescope over there? I don't know how to use that either. And this globe, that might not even be our world. I have no idea. All right, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.